In the beginning, there was nothing. Wait. In the beginning, there was something. Wait, that's not right either. If there was nothing, then there would be nothing. But if there was something, then there was something in the beginning. But then if that implies that something came from nothing, or that something was always there, so there was no beginning, thus making the moment impossible? I truly do love watching these videos and commentaries of what there was before there was, well, much of anything. But none of these philosophies can provide me with a satisfactory answer, as it's been generally accepted by many scientific communities that in the beginning there was a single dense point of energy or mass, a giant explosion as such. So there was a speck of something in the beginning, I suppose. But under that paradigm, where did that dense energy speck or mass come from? Was it a previous collapsed universe? And if so, where did the beginning of that come from? Yet others philosophize about humans being created or descended by NHI, or non-human intelligence, and were the embodiment of that process. But that just moves the goalpost back to an answer satisfactory for the NHI theorists, but doesn't address the basic question of what or how those extraterrestrial beings were created in the first place. We just are told that they were created way, way earlier, so don't look over there. Taking this to a personal level, when you take the time to consider that in this incredibly short cosmic time span, no matter which origin philosophy you espouse here, it's a rare thing to be sharing the space with the other people that exist in this very specific point in time, right now, right here. So let's do an experiment. Today or tomorrow morning, if you're watching this at 2 a.m., when you go out, I want you to look around at the people driving on the road. Gosh, those jerks. Or at the mall. Do we still even go to the mall? Or at the restaurant. How do they all afford to go out and eat all the time? And I want you to consider how unique of an opportunity that their very existence, their reality, lines up exactly with yours at this very moment, in this very place. Just think about the odds of it. Let's look at it this way. What if time is an illusion, or a side effect, or a result of how the universe is shaped? What if time is a concept derived from a simulation that we live in? And if we are indeed in a simulation, as being more accepted by some of the more esteemed people of our time, who's to say that the builder of the simulation hasn't just always existed? Time, as we know it, would just be another random concept of a designer's simulation. Maybe we too have always existed, or perhaps we are a newer creation that will now exist for what we could only conceptualize as an eternity. Perhaps we don't fade away as traditional science has hypothesized, and that we live on in a different form. But maybe most of us, including me, aren't designed or even destined to think about such things. So let's all just take a step back and simplify what we can see and understand in this moment. Let us remember who we are now and who we were in the past just a few decades earlier as we experienced our own realities. And we're going to do this together. The recent past is our reality, and it's good for us to know how we arrived at this juncture. Now, if you're ready, we're going to bring back the lightheartedness. Let's re-explore the retro, the nostalgia, the zany ideas, and the cultures and the oddities of our past. Stay tuned, because this is exactly where we're headed.